Are you older between the ages of 25 and 35 and considering joining the military? If so, stick around and I'll give you some insight and different tips on joining while you're older. Hey, this is AB Media and I post Army content, vlogs, and different military related content, so please consider subscribing. Now, being older and joining the military. Now, a lot of people that I know and people I see online and videos, they always ask, am I too old to join the military? And flat out, I mean, if you're under 35, no. If you're older than 35, you are too old, and that applies for every branch. And yeah, so if you're under that age, I mean, before I even get into all this, flat out join. Like, it will help you. You don't want to be later in life questioning, you know, what if I joined? Should I have joined? And things like that. So if you're under the age and you're able to join, just join. Even if you just do 1-year contract. Now I have some things listed here and reasons why, and my experience too, because I am 27 and I am re-enlisting. Now, if you watch some of my previous videos, you would see that I previously enlisted, and I was about like 22 or something, or I think it was around that age, and it's been definitely, so it's been what, 5 years now, and I'm re-enlisting, and I am older, and I have a degree now, and I have a bachelor's, and you know, I've had a lot of insights since then, and you know, talked to some people. I have family members and friends in the military, and they all say, you know, it's never too late to join as long as you can qualify. Now, one of the main things people ask is, will people treat you different? You know, will the drill sergeants treat you different? Will your chain of command treat you different? And flat out, no. I mean, not at all. They won't treat you any different in the sense of you're older, so you get, you know, better or worse treatment. It's just, that's just not going to happen. I mean, really what it all comes down to is, are you fit and can you do your job? Now, I mean, that's really just it. I mean, usually, I mean, because when I went to basic training before, there was guys that was 35 on the dot, and 34, 35, and usually the hardest thing for them is just the physical fitness aspect, but it's usually just because they haven't been in a routine of training. You know, if you come in already in shape and have been training and stuff like that, I mean, you'll be fine. And in the real Army, there's guys that are 40 years old that are out showing the 20-year-olds. It's really just the level of fitness you put in. But as you get older, I mean, we know that you have to put in more time to stay a certain level of fitness. And then your job, if you do your job, it don't matter if you're 50 years old, you do your job, you can do your job. Now, my main concern re-enlisting now, being older, honestly was the ranking structure. You know, I'm already 27. By the time I'm 40, am I going to be a certain rank? But don't really worry about that, because being older, typically you come in with more experience and knowledge and kind of humbleness to you, and you know, for them reasons, you can rank up fast because you can provide some. Alright guys, my camera just died. Sorry about that, but I'm going to try to continue where I left off. I charged it up a bit. I believe I was at them treating you different at basic training, the drill sergeants, and you know, nobody's really going to treat you different. They at first might put you as the PG, which is the platoon guide, just because you're the specialist or the oldest technically, just to kind of see what your leadership is about. But not all drill sergeants do that. Some just randomly do it or ask for a volunteer and then just change their mind anyways. So sometimes that don't really apply. And yeah, I mean, people really just don't care about your age. Yeah, I mean, unless you're over there bragging about it or saying, I know more than you do type of deal, so, like, because you have a degree or something like that, then you can come off as a dick. But nobody really cares. And I mean, honestly, you guys are all shaven heads and same uniform and clean shaving, so no one can really tell. I mean, you might be able to tell if someone's a little older, but no one really cares because you're all going through the same thing. So being said that, just don't use your age as an excuse either, especially for PT. Like, don't get a bad PT score and be like, oh, it's because I'm older, I can't run. And it's like, in reality, you're still under 35. like I said, there's 50-year-olds, 40-year-olds that show up, 20-something-year-olds. It's really about what you put into it, and you know, that's really just it. Just don't use your age as an excuse to why you either failed something, or especially PT. Especially in basic training, obviously in the real military and Army, people will also, but basic training, like, they will look up to you, the younger soldiers. Younger soldiers will look to you for advice and for guidance and reassurance, especially during basic training, because you're just older. You've had more real world experience and just that. So they will definitely look up to you. So try to, you know, be a good example, and, you know, if they're all stressed out, calm them, things like that. And I mean, I went in before knowing a lot about it. I wasn't older before, but I already knew kind of what to expect. So I kind of felt like I was like one of the older ones, because I mean, I didn't leave right after high school either. I waited a few years, but yeah, I mean, try to be that role model and example to help and guide them. And also in the real Army and real military, they're gonna look up to you too, the younger enlisted or whatnot. You know, as you get up to an E4, E5 or whatever, even E4, the privates are gonna look to you for certain guidance and certain help with things. So, I mean, just being older, it's nice being looked up to, and being that good example for them. Most people in your basic training will be 18 to like 23. That's really what they're gonna be. You'll have some stragglers, 25, 26, 27, kind of like me. Then you'll have a few that are older, like 30s, 35. Now, in the summer is like the summer surge with high school. So summer is mainly all 18-year-olds, 19-year-olds. That's usually how it is. I mean, that's not always the case. There are some older people in the summer too, but that's usually how it is. And then during the winter and stuff, more high schoolers are still in school, or, you know, things like that. So it's usually the middle-aged, older crowd. But like I said, that just varies. It's kind of just random. It don't really mean anything. Now with being older, you'll just feel better, especially in basic training. You'll be more prepared, and you just won't be as like homesick. You know, I'm not a homesick guy. I wasn't really homesick before, but I still kind of was like, whoa, I'm really away from home. But yeah, most of these high schoolers come out and they're homesick off the bat because they've never even held a job. I mean, some have, but a lot of them haven't held a real job and been out on their own or anything like that. So it definitely helps, because you're not as homesick, you've experienced life, and just kind of know that everything is for a greater purpose. So that really does help. Something I wanted to add in there is the new PT test, and now I'm going to make a video on the new PT test, but your age don't matter. They don't even calculate it based on your age or gender, actually. They just go off your MOS. So if you're infantry, so they might, or they will hold you to a higher standard than like a medical MOS or something like that. So, I mean, I kind of like it. It's going to take us some adjusting. It's new events. It's like 6 events, but you won't even be judged based off your age. So that kind of requires the older people to, and I say older, just older than, you know, 30 or whatever. Even me, I'm still getting out. I'm 27. I'm going to be 30 soon. It requires you to have a certain, basically just put more time into your fitness and make sure you're going to pass and try to max or whatever your fitness goals are. But yeah, you just got to put in more time and stuff, because you're going to be judged the same for the 18-year-old that's in your MOS. So if you're infantry and you're 30-something years old, you're going to be judged the same as the 18-year-old. So if you want to be the top in your company or whatever, you're going to be judged based off that. So you're going to have to put in a little more time to meet your fitness standards and whatever you want to accomplish. And now, I mean, that's basically the majority of it. But you know, when you see older recruits, there's usually two kinds of people. The first one are the people that think they're getting treated like children because they're older and they're too good for the military and whatnot, and they're just not humble with their experience. And I mean, just don't be that guy. You know, be the other kind of guy that's, you know, he goes in with motivation. He or she goes in with motivation and knows the bigger purpose, you know, like a humble approach, someone that applies themselves and kind of brings a real world experience into it just to get through certain things. You know, don't be that guy that complain and think, oh, I'm older, they should be treating me better, because everyone gets treated the same, and that's just how the military operates. So pretty much point blank, should you join being older? I mean, yes. I mean, it's minimum you can do 4 years, and it's just 4 years of your life. And if you're over 30, you're probably already debating, what should I do with my life? Or, you know, I should have done this, should have done that. And if you want to join, but you're worried about age, this video is just for that, to show you that it don't matter. Just join and do your one term if you don't like it, and you'll still be, you know, 30 something going on 40, and you have that experience, you have them education benefits, the retirement plan, which is the new one you can bring into your civilian job now, even if you just do one term. So it really don't matter about your age. So don't let that be a reason to not let you join. So yeah, I mean, the time is now. You don't want to say what if or anything. So if you're considering joining, be sure to check out my previous videos, and I will put a link up here or something like that for other ones and ones that I already posted. I'm going to be coming with multiple videos, vlogs, interviews, collabs. You know, I know a lot of people in the military, and I will share all that experience with you guys. So thanks for the support. See you later.